now, rabies, a neglected tropical disease, continues to hit undeserved communities hardest, especially in Africa and Asia. Every 9 minutes, you know that it claims a life, yet it is 100% preventable. On September 28, the world marks the 19th World Rabies Day under the theme Act Now, You Me Communities. A call to vaccinate dogs, educate others, and push for stronger policies beyond individual action. The theme stresses community-driven solutions, vaccination campaigns, as well as school awareness and sustainable elimination of the canker in our society through targeted programs. Well, we're going to be delving into that because the Ghana Private Veterinary Surgeons Association is rising to the occasion with that call, and they are starting a nationwide campaign, and it's coming up on the 27th of September. I'll let them tell us all about it and how we can be a part of it. Join me now in the studio is Dr. Phyllis Inchua Fletcher. She is the Metro Veterinary Officer for the Accra Metropolitan and Lejokuku Municipal Assembly. I also have with me in the studio Dr. Saki, Kojo Saki to be precise. He is veterinary head of Dr. Saki Veterinary Clinic in East Legon. We appreciate your time here on The Pulse. Quite a lot of things to chew on. Why is this even important, raising awareness about vaccination? Let me start with you, Dr. Phyllis.
Rabies is a very fatal disease in which once the symptoms set in, the end result will be death for both humans and animals. But irrespective of it being that very dangerous and fatal disease, it is 99% vaccine preventable. So that's why we are advocating for vaccination in dogs to prevent rabies.
But as a doctor, how often do you see cases of individuals who are actually victims of this coming into your office? And at what stage have they already arrived in?
With a few times we've done advocacy over a few years now. I think people show up once they have their dog bites or scratches, not just dogs, but dogs, cats, monkeys. People report to the clinic or report to the health facilities once they are bitten or scratched by these animals. So they come quite often. So we are more on the prevention than trying to treat or cure, because rabies is not curable once the symptoms set in. So we see a lot of those people, almost daily at my end. People reporting dog bites and scratches.
Let me come to you, Dr. Saki, because for most people watching, their concern is that, oh, this happens only in the rural areas. Accra, we're more organized. At East Legon, we don't have dogs walking around biting people. Is that the case? Do you often see cases like this?
Yes, we do. We get a lot of bites from stray dogs. And when an individual is bitten by a stray dog, or even your own pet dog or cat has such an encounter, the chances of contracting rabies is quite high and should be prompted. So we do see a lot of these cases as well.
Now, let's talk about this year's World Rabies Day and the theme. How important is it for us here in Africa, in Ghana, to be precise?
So, like my colleague said, rabies is a zoonotic disease. That means it affects both humans and animals. And because we are in such close proximity with our pets, such as dogs and cats, it's vital that we vaccinate to prevent this deadly disease, because it is not a curable condition, but it is totally preventable. So that's why we are trying to create awareness for all pet owners so that they come and then we vaccinate their pets for them. And on this Saturday, we are carrying out a free rabies campaign. So all individuals can bring their pets. They should come in their numbers so that we can vaccinate the pets.
For free?
For free, yes.
For free.
Oh, I see. That's good. So tell us the date again and where exactly so that we know where we're heading to. So
we are going to be distributed in various sections of the Greater Accra region. I'm going to be at the Islamic University region, so that's for the East Legon section. We have Spintex. We have about 3 or 4 posts in Tema Ridge area as well. So they are going to be distributed along various regions. I will share that information with you later in the show, and I've also been promoting it a lot on social media to create the awareness.
Okay. Dr. Phyllis, now for most people watching, the concern is, apart from this campaign, how affordable and accessible are vaccinations?
The rabies vaccines are very accessible. In any or every veterinary center closer to you, there are rabies vaccines available. Not the pet shops, but the veterinary facilities. The clinics have the vaccines readily available all the time.
And then beyond this free vaccination drive you're pushing, what's the long-term plan really to ensure that everyone is whipped in line, Dr. Phyllis?
So the rabies vaccination is done yearly. You vaccinate your dogs, your cats, your monkeys once a year, and then you repeat the following year. So we are going to do this awareness campaign every year to remind people to keep up with their vaccination schedules.
But being a doctor here in Ghana, what are some of the myths that you have come across that people have this perception about dogs or about rabies in itself that you find funny and you would like to dispel?
Some say when you get the bites or a scratch, it can be treated at home, which is totally wrong. And then because, you see, for every disease, we have something we call the incubation period. Once you are exposed through the bites or the scratch from an infected animal, it takes a while for you to show the disease. And the normal time it takes for you to manifest the disease is between 2 weeks and then 12 weeks. That's 2 weeks to 3 months after you are being bitten or scratched by an infected animal. So some, everything has some point of deviation. So some take longer and some take shorter. And because the symptoms, you don't get the rabies immediately you are bitten or scratched, people think once they do their normal things at home, then the person is safe and the person won't catch the disease, but that's false. So we advise that for every bite or scratch, even if it's your personal pet, your own animal, you are still supposed to report to the nearest health facility or veterinary center for proper assessment and then treatment. And then just as we wrap up the conversation, please drop your social media handles and how they can reach you so that it can be part of that free vaccination drive you're pushing. Doc.
All right, so my TikTok handle is Dr. Saki Vet, and then the Instagram handle is also Dr. Saki Vet. So we are on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm. And then, Doc, you want to say something?
Yes, Veterinary Services Ghana on Facebook. You would get all the information, the various locations in which these free vaccinations are going to be carried out on Saturday. Veterinary Services Ghana on Facebook.
I'm seeing a lot of questions on our social media handles. I'm trying to read all of them, but unfortunately I can't. But there is this one that I think we can just get a quicker response from Dr. Phyllis. Sure. This individual says that previously they used to tag stray dogs who have been vaccinated.
Yes.
But recently he says he doesn't find any of those tags. What's accounting for that?
We do not use the tags anymore. In place of the tags, we give them vaccination certificates, or they have their record books in which this vaccinations are recorded.
Okay.
Yes, so we do not use
But who then possesses the certificate? If it's a stray dog, it doesn't have an owner.
Yes, so once it's a stray dog, once you report, you wouldn't be able to tell with the system we are using now. So you just report you avoid the bite or scratch, but if you are being bitten or scratched, you report to the nearest health facility, and you would be taken care of.
Is there a reason why we moved to that new system?
It's not sustainable anymore, so we moved to the...
Why is it not sustainable though? Is it financial constraints?
Not really, but they are just plastic tags, and then if these dogs fight among each other and they tear it off, you wouldn't be able to recognize. Moreover, there are imitations too. Anybody at all could just grab something similar or even produce and then just tag around the neck of any dog. You would be bitten or scratched by a dog, cat, or monkey, and you think, oh, this animal has the tag, I am safe. Meanwhile, you are not safe. That's why we recommend that once there's a bite or scratch, you report to the nearest facility. And also, before you report to the health facility, you wash the wound, the bite or the scratch site, under running water with soap for 15 minutes before you go ahead and report to the nearest health facility.
Is that the only first aid I need to take
that's the only
note of? Okay, wash the area.
Under clean running water with soap for 15 minutes.
Oh, I see.
15 minutes.
But if it's an open wound, is it safe to apply soap there?
Yes, it's still safe because the water will still wash it away. And the reason we do that is the virus replicates very fast. And rabies is a disease of the nervous system, the central nervous system. So the peripheral nerves pick up the virus, replicate, and then move along to the brain. Once it gets to the brain, you get sick of rabies and you are going to die. But if you wash the site under running water with soap for 15 minutes, it at least reduces, or let me say, can wash the virus off if it is present. Not totally, but at least wash a volume of it off to slow down replication and then slow down the traveling along the nerves to the brain.
We have this perception that sanitizers can deal with some of these things. Is it safe to apply sanitizer in that area?
Running water soap is the best option.
Then come straight to the hospital.
Because water is readily available. Sanitizers might not be readily available.
But if it is, can I use a sanitizer? Is it safe to use a sanitizer on the affected area?
Just wash with water and soap under running water for 15 minutes.
And then
15 minutes minimum.
15 minimum?
Yes, 15 minutes minimum.
I see. That's okay. I hope we're learning a lot. This is quite a lot to digest. 15 minutes minimum. Doc, just your final words as we let you go, Dr. Saki.
Rabies is a deadly disease, but it's very preventable. So as dog owners, pet owners, let us just do the needful by vaccinating them. And also, like my colleague said, a first aid kit you can do when you are bitten at home. Wash with under running water with soap for 15 minutes to reduce the viral load. It can be a good game changer. And if you are bitten, always report to the nearest health facilities. Yes.
Thank you so much, Doc, for your time. And finally, Doc, as we're leaving, just tell them the date again that it's happening, the free vaccination drive you're pushing, and how we can be a part of it.
Sure. So we are doing the free rabies vaccination on 27th September, which is just this Saturday. And then we are mounting several posts at several locations. So we have one at the Dr. Saki's veterinary clinic. He will be at the Islamic University at East Legon for the free vaccination. We have one at La Veterinary Hospital at Sakaman in the Dansoman area. Yes, Connie's Veterinary Hospital. He will be at the Swanika Street in Belempe. And then also at Teshi, Lejokuku Municipal at Teshi. We will mount 4 points there to do the free vaccination. And then there's also one at Animalito Veterinary Center around Tesano. Another one at Maldives Veterinary Center, Bawe. And then Tema Animal Hospital in Tema, Community 7, Sixth Street Veterinary Center in, Sixth Street Veterinary Center.
Okay, thank you.
Prom.
Ningo, okay. Thank you
so
much.
And mainstream veterinary hospital.
Thank you so much, Dr. Phyllis, for your time here on The Pulse, as well as Dr. Kojo Saki. We appreciate your time. And that's